Hello friends, good morning, good afternoon and good evening whenever you are watching me. So friends, in this video we are going to discuss the word problems of arithmetic progression. So friends, let's get started. So friends, our first question is a sum of rupees 8,000 is invested at 10% simple interest per annum. Calculate the interest at the end of each year. Does the sequence of the interests at the end of consecutive year from form an AP? If yes, write its first term and the common difference. So we should calculate the interest of first year. Interest of first year which is equals to 8,000 into 10 simple interest into year. For first year we are finding, so time is 1 by 100. So 2 zeros get cancelled. So we got our interest of first year as rupees 800. So next we should calculate interest of second year. So for second year, 8,000 into 10 into, now here we are calculating for second year, so time should be 2. Sorry, it is 100. So 2 zeros gets cancelled. So 2 8s are 16. So we get 1600 rupees. So next we should calculate for third year. So for third year, 8,000 into 10 into, for third year 3 and 100. So 8 3s are 24. 2400 is our answer. So now we should check these all interest forms an AP. So AP is equals to rupees 800, 1600, rupees 2400. So for checking it, we should find its common difference. So if you subtract 1600 with 800, you will get 800, and if you subtract 2400 with from if you subtract 1600 from 2400, then your answer will be 800. So a common difference is 800. Common difference is 800. So this forms an AP. So our common difference we got. Next he told to find the first term. So for finding the first term, is 800 because first term is 800. So friends, let's move on to our second example. So friends, our second question is, in a school students stand in rows. If 30 students stand in first row, 27 in the second row, 24 in the third row and 6 in the last row, find how many rows are there and what is the total number of students. So sequence formed by students in rows is 30 in first row and 27 in second row, 24 in third row and 6 in the last row. So this is the sequence formed by the students. So for finding the number of rows, we should use the formula last term is equals to A plus n minus 1 D. So by this we can get our number of rows. So last term is 6 and A first term is 30 plus n minus 1, and our common difference is 24 minus 27 minus 3 and 27 minus 30 minus 3. So our common difference is minus 3. So 6 is equals to 30 plus minus 3n plus 3. So 6 is equals to 30 minus 3n plus 3. So 30 plus 3 is 33. So 6 is equals to 33 minus 3n. Take minus 3n that side and bring 6 this side. So plus 3n is equals to 33 minus 6. So 3n is equals to 27. N is equals to 27 by 3. So n is equals to 9. So friends, we got our number of rows as 9. So friends, we got our number of rows as 9. So this was the sequence of the students in the rows. So friends, now we should find the total number of students. For finding the total number of students, we should add these terms 30 plus 27 till 6 we should add. So for this the formula is Sn is equals to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 d. So this is the formula. So sum of 9 students, sum of 9 rows is equals to n, number of rows is 9 by 2. 2 into a is our first term, which is 30, plus n is 9 minus 1, d, common difference is minus 3. So 9 by 2, 60 plus 8 into minus 3. 9 by 2, 60 minus 8 is a 24. So we get 9 by 2, 60 minus 24, we get 6, and here 5, so we get 36. So 9 by 2 into 36, so 2 18s are 36, so 9 into 18, so we get 162, the sum of students. So friends, we also got the total number of students. So friends, our second problem also solved. So friends, if you like the video, please like it, share it, comment on it, and also subscribe our channel. And if you did not watch our previous arithmetic progression video, I will provide you the link in the description box. You can go and watch there. Thank you friends. Goodbye.